Hey everyone, welcome to UMATA. Who matters? You matter. I'm G-Man coming in on a video here. Going for my afternoon walk, which I normally do most days when I can. Today the video is going to be, I have it in my notes, hold on. I always take my notes with me. Oh yeah, what does it mean to be thin? Well, I have a quick note on what it means to be thin. And I mean, what I mean by thin, I mean not overweight, not fat. First off, what it means to be thin is that your body is in harmony and balance with the food you're supposed to be eating, the nutrition balance of that food, and then third, that your exercise component or your exercise output is appropriate and natural. You know, if you take a look at what we have been in the past for most of humanity's history, we've all been very thin. I mean, man evolved after climbing out of the tree as runners. And we've been runners and exercising builders for thousands of years. Hundreds of thousands of years, if not millions. And so now we're in this situation with this technology age where the technology has changed our behavior and it's changed our society at levels that we haven't really learned how to adapt to yet. So, but more importantly, being thin and being, I suppose, fit, it is really a natural balance that's supposed to help you feel good. And that's really what it's about. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about even further. For me, being thin has changed my life, or pursuing being fit, because it has just made me a better person, frankly. Because you see, I used to be overweight, and it was a kind of a subtle overweight. It was something where my BMI was like, I don't know, 28 to 32. And, you know, I kind of grew up not really knowing, you know, what good food was, what good activity was. And it wasn't until maybe my mid to late 20s that it really caught up to me in terms of being tired, not having energy. And I would say even more so the psychological effect. You know, there is a self-image that everyone has of themselves. Excuse me. And it gets eroded when you're overweight, frankly. And we now have the statistics. I mean, just look at the United States, like well over half the United States is overweight. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but first and foremost, it's a mistake. And it's a mistake it's your mistake for allowing it to happen. Because if you just take a look at the average responsibility that a person has, maintaining relationships, taking care of your children, providing for your family, if you're someone that's overweight, you're neglecting them. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And you are hurting them as well as yourself. You know, if you're not in this shape to have enough energy to be with your kids, that hurts them. If you're not at an energy level to maintain your relationships, that hurts other people. And you take a look at anxiety rates, depression rates, it's specific in the United States. My main focus here is in the United States because I'm an American, and you know, it's within the sphere of influence that I have, and it's my people, and it's the group that I'm a part of, and so that's the focus that I have. And so because of that, because I want to help everyone that's in the United States that I meet. You know, that's really what I want to help focus on, because that's what I can do. You know, if you're in Europe, I don't know if you see this, I can't really help you. If you're in Asia, I can't really help you. If you're in the United States, I can help you, and you can help me, and that's the point of this whole channel. But I wanted to go back into the psychological effects of what, you know, being overweight does to someone. And it is damaging, and it does hurt the people that's in your life. And you know, you can deny it all you want, but you know it inside here. You know, you wake up and you know it. You have high blood pressure, you know it. You have pre-diabetes or diabetes, you know it. You can't walk up a flight of stairs, you know it. You can't play with your kids at the jungle gym, you know it. You can't just maintain your physical activities around the house, you know it in here. And it's that spiritual component that you have to acknowledge that there's something wrong. And when you have that feeling inside of you that, I don't think that's something wrong, that's your soul telling you, hey, you're not on planet Earth to be like this. You're not on planet Earth to behave like this, to have these bad habits. And they are bad habits. And I don't care what anyone says. Being overweight is a bad thing. Period. This whole, fat shaming thing, that's all corporate crap, so Walmart can sell more crap off their shelves. No, being overweight's bad. And like at least 80%, it depends on the data. You can talk to other doctors or whatever. But being overweight it makes up for like 60 to 80% of all ailments and medical costs in the country. And so what it means to be thin is to acknowledge that there's a responsibility for yourself and for the family and friends that's in your life to stay in shape, to be active as a person. And that's what this country used to be. I mean, if I were to talk to my grandparents who have now passed away, but I remember they were in California back in the 1920s. The thought of being overweight was unheard of. Right now, even in California, California still has a bit of a psychological component to being healthy, just because the weather's so good, it's easy to do it there. But my grandparents would yell at me if they were alive today and I was still overweight. They'd be pissed. They'd be angry, because that's not how you're supposed to live. And so we're going to continue to go over this in other videos, but I do want you to remember that you matter. So the channel's called UMATA. And you do matter, even if you're facing challenges with your weight or your activity and your lifestyle. You're still a special person. You still matter, but you are putting hurdles in front of yourself that are completely counterintuitive and counterproductive, and that just should not be there. And you have to first acknowledge that this is true. You can't make any changes in your life if you don't acknowledge that. And we're going to go into that further. Link, like, subscribe, comment, please comment. Love to talk to you guys in the comments. See you later.